A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+. English because it's so much fun. English education for you and everyone, so come along. Learn some grammar, learn a phrase, learn something new every day. Learn the A+ way. Hey, it's time to start the show. Are you ready? Good, 'cause here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English.
Hello everyone, welcome to A+ English. I'm Mike.
And I'm Laura.
And I have legs, but I also like to sit down. So sometimes I have to ask myself the question, walk or ride? Should I walk somewhere or should I ride, like take a car, taxi, bus? This is a question, and we also have a big trip to the supermarket. In our article. So walk or ride, a big trip to the supermarket. We're going to be shopping and walking and maybe riding, but mainly walking.
Yes.
So our warm-up question is on that topic. How do you feel about walking? Do you enjoy walking? Why or why not?
I do. I can walk.
You can walk. I've seen you.
Of course.
Yes,
I can walk for like maybe an hour or so without like a lot of people like they might think about okay, maybe I'll just like take the bus or the MRT. Sometimes especially when I'm not in a hurry, I enjoy walking.
Yeah, it can be nice, especially when the weather is nice.
Of course.
I used to love walking in Canada because often in the winter it's so cold and walking is, hard and cold and difficult with the snow. But once the snow would go away, I would love walking around the city in the summer, in the spring. Taipei, not so much. I mean, it's often hot here, but walking can be really difficult and even dangerous in this city. The sidewalks can be very small. There's people doing business on them, driving scooters on them. They go up and they go down.
That's true.
And of course, crossing the street in Taiwan can be very dangerous. Recently, a lot of the US government, the Canadian government, CNN Travel, they all said Taiwan is a lovely place, but crossing the street, walking across the street is very dangerous.
I agree.
The drivers are very dangerous. So Taiwan could do things to make walking a little bit easier and more pleasant. But it is still a nice way to get around. And of course, it's very healthy for you and for the environment. As long as you're not going too far. Or maybe carrying a lot of heavy things. And that's why walking becomes a question in our article. We're going shopping. Should we walk? Should we ride? Let's find out.
Culture shock! Walk or ride? A big trip to the supermarket. Warm-up question. How do you feel about walking? Do you enjoy walking? Why or why not?
The cupboards are empty. We need to go shopping, Simon.
We just went shopping 2 days ago.
You get some reusable bags. I'll get the helmets.
Helmets? Why? Are we riding to Taoyuan?
No, silly. We'll ride to the supermarket down the road.
It's a 10-minute walk away, Lucia. Don't be so lazy.
That's really far. Let's jump on the scooter. We can be there in 3 minutes.
I refuse. Walking is good exercise. 10 minutes isn't long at all.
It's really long, Simon. Time is money.
Get your shoes on. We're walking.
All right, so the article, which is a dialogue, starts with Lucia. Oh, it's Simon and Lucia.
Yep.
Our two friends. Simon, of course, is from England. Lucia is from here. And they're always having interesting adventures in Taiwan. But it looks like no adventures today because they got no food.
No!
You can't have an adventure without having a breakfast. So they have to go shopping. That will be the adventure.
Okay.
And Lucia notices they have this problem at home. She says the cupboards are empty. That's not good. Cupboards are those places in your kitchen where you keep your food. Maybe in the fridge, but often in the cupboards. But basically, she's saying, we don't have anything to eat in the kitchen. We need to go shopping, Simon.
Yay!
And so that's their plan for the morning. Go get food.
OK， 所以一开始我们看到故事哦 ，Lucia 说橱柜里都空了哦，我们要去采购一下喽 ，Simon。Cupboard 这个字就是橱柜或者是壁橱这样的意思。So how often do you go shopping and where do you usually buy groceries?
2 or 3 times a week, probably.
Oh, okay.
You know, I like to buy things fresh, and every time I want to make something new at home, there's always one thing I didn't buy. So sometimes I'm buying fresh food.
That's
sometimes I just forget to buy things. So I go
right,
back.
that's right.
Where do I usually
Twice a
buy
week.
groceries? In the local supermarket or in a
Yep.
supermarket near where I'm working. Because sometimes different supermarkets have different things.
Yeah.
You know, there's one supermarket I know that I go to. They never have potatoes.
What?
I don't know why.
Potatoes?
It's really
So
weird.
important.
Yeah,
Okay.
so 2 or 3 times and in local convenient places.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay, that's nice.
All right, anyways, back to the dialogue.
Okay.
Simon hears this, what, cupboards are bare? We gotta go shopping? This doesn't seem to make sense to him because he says with some emotion, we just went shopping 2 days ago. But maybe they only bought enough food for 2 days and
Yeah.
2 days have gone
Or they
by
forgot
and
something.
the food's gone. Yeah, there you go.
And Lucia says,
Oh, Lucia, of course. She says, you get some reusable bags, I'll get the helmets. Simon might not understand why they need to go shopping. Lucia saw the empty kitchen. She knows they gotta go. She's not talking about this with Simon. She's just like, oh, stop talking, let's go. She says, let's get some reusable bags. Very good. So they won't be buying plastic bags.
Excellent.
They'll bring their own cloth bags from home. That's great. And she'll get the helmets. I guess her plan is to ride their scooter or their motorcycle to the supermarket.
OK， 这时候 Simon 很好奇，他想说，我们2天前才去采购，才去买东西，不过这时候 Lucia 不打算跟他废话多说，他就说，你去拿一些环保袋啊 ，OK， 那我去拿安全帽 ，reusable 就是可以重复使用的，所以就是可能是布做的啊，那种就是购物袋啦，它是一个形容词 reusable。OK， 那再来 helmet 这个字呢是什么呢？就是安全帽，它是一个名词哦。那我们什么时候要戴安全帽？ Maybe when we're riding on a scooter. So is that why they need a helmet?
Well, that's where the plan sort of takes a bit of a turn and stops being so simple. We have the bags for shopping, but Simon doesn't really understand the helmets.
Okay.
So that's why he says, helmets? Notice it's a question, so he would say it with that rising tone. Not helmets, no, helmets? And then he says, why? Are we riding to Taoyuan? He's like, are we going on a long distance? Are we going to the furthest supermarket we can find in another town that's like 40 minutes away? I mean, that's not what they normally do. So he's thinking, why do we need helmets? Are we going very far? And Lucia explains, no, silly. Stop making those silly jokes. She's kind of saying, we're not going to Taoyuan, of course. But she explains why she wants to get the helmets. We'll ride to the supermarket down the road. Down the road?
That's really like...
I mean, Taoyuan's down the road.
2
It's like
minutes.
50 kilometers. Down the road could just be like over there. Like a few meters away.
Right, OK， 所以 Simon 这时候很纳闷，他想说安全帽为什么我们是要骑车骑到桃园吗？但是 Lucia 说不是啊，别傻了，我们当然是要骑到这个路口的超市咯。Interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. So Simon's trying to understand if that's really what she wants to do, drive to the supermarket that's really not far. And he kind of explains how close or how not far it is. He says, it's a 10-minute walk away, Lucia. That's not very far. It's maybe like a kilometer or something like that. And then he says, don't be so lazy.
Yeah.
He thinks she's lazy for thinking about driving to a place that will only take 10 minutes to walk to. I would have to agree.
Simon 这时候就说Lucia 拜托只有10分钟远的距离耶，你可不可以不要 don't be so lazy 不要那么懒哦。Yeah, I love walking and I don't get it when people need to drive or ride on a scooter just to get to a place nearby. So I agree with Simon.
I do too, but
Totally.
some people, I used to know a girl, she lived in the middle of the block. There was a 7-Eleven at the end of the block.
Right?
She would drive to the 7-Eleven. It would take about 20 seconds to walk there. But but my scooter's right in front of the front door. I can just drive down the sidewalk.
Interesting.
You are the laziest person ever.
You have legs.
Exactly. This isn't that bad, but still, if it's a 10-minute walk, you really don't need to drive for any normal reason. Anyways, Lucia says, that's really far. 10-minute walk? Oh my God. That's so far. My legs will fall off or something. She says, let's jump on the scooter. We can be there in 3 minutes. So she doesn't feel that this is a bad idea. She doesn't feel embarrassed. She's like, no, it's far. We can drive there. Why don't we just do that?
That's 7 minutes of difference.
I guess.
Like, you know, like
7 minutes.
Hello. Lucia 说很远呢，就让我们骑上摩托车，我们可以在3分钟内到那边哦。其实也没有差到多少。
Simon has strong feelings about this. He says,
does?
I refuse. He is not going to go. He'll stay here and not eat food instead of taking the scooter or the motorcycle or whatever to drive to the store. I refuse to drive. He says, walking is good exercise. True. 10 minutes isn't long at all. Well, 10 minutes of walking isn't long. No, that is also very true.
Simon 说我拒绝，走路是很好的运动，10分钟一点也不远啊。Exactly, walking is great exercise. Plus, it's only 10 minutes
And it's
of
not
walking.
like it's raining or
Exactly.
snowing or a typhoon. It's probably a nice day. Why not go? Lucia, though, she also feels strongly that that's a long way and she doesn't want to walk. She says, it's really long, Simon. 10 minutes is really long. And then she adds, time is money.
Ka-ching.
What is she, a lawyer?
I know, I was going to say. Lucia 说那真的非常远耶 Simon. Time is money. 时间就是金钱。I think Lucia is kind of impatient here.
I'm not sure, yeah.
And exactly, is she a lawyer? Is she in a hurry or something? If it's not work, I like to take it easy and take things slowly.
Yeah, it's not like she has a million things to do. She's
shopping.
late. You know, we don't think there's any special reason she can't spend a few more minutes just to walk and get some exercise. But Simon, he is determined that they will be walking. He says, get your shoes on. We're walking. He's decided for them. He is not going to be driving. They are going to be walking. And luckily for the peace in the family, Lucia, I think she agrees because she kind of makes an unhappy but okay sound. The kind of thing when you're like, all right, fine. I don't want to argue. I'll do it your way, but I don't like this. She goes,
OK，所以 Simon 就说，哎，不管了，把你的
like this to get her shoes.
他是有点在生气哦 ，OK， 闹脾气。他说，哦，把你的鞋子穿上哦。Simon 这时候就比较霸气的说，他说我们要用走的。这时候 Lucia 有点小小的抗议，他说，这样子的意思 ，HMPH 是这样的拼法，就是有时候有怀疑啊，或是不满啊，还甚至还有轻蔑等等的哼的一声哦。Okay, well, that's it for day one's conversation. We'll be back for tomorrow.
What do you mean? Do I have to go now?
Yeah, because生气气的 Mike. But don't worry, you can listen to my solo teaching. It's a lot of fun. Okay, so pay attention. 所以你们是喜欢走路呢，还是搭大众交通工具呢？我们来学一下常见的交通工具有哪些哦。像我通常是坐公车，就是 bus。那搭火车当然就是 train。train 其实要注意的是有月台哦，就是 platform。但是如果很赶时间，我当然是坐 taxi 小黄，或者是 Uber， 它也是现在非常夯的哦。那可惜啊，我不会骑脚踏车脚踏车的英文是 bicycle， 那更别提什么呢 ？Scooter 就是小型机车，或者是打档的那种机车，我们要称它为 motorcycle。那在美国呢，其实像我们有 MRT， 对不对？在美国他们有搭地铁，英文就是 subway。那有趣的是，在英国他们是用 underground 或者是用 tube 来表示地铁哦，而且 tube 仅用于在英国伦敦哦。而 MRT 你们知道它的缩写是什么吗？就是 Mass Rapid Transit。OK， 就是捷运哦。那通常呢，其实很多人在英文为母语者，他们都会用 metro 这个单词来表示捷运。那高铁 HSR， 你们知道它是什么缩写呢？ High Speed Railway。而台铁就是 Taiwan Railway。那接下来要聊聊，怎么样用一些整句的说法来表示我搭乘什么交通工具？首先，如果你要问对方说，你通常是搭什么交通工具到某个地方？我们会用这样子的问法 ：How do you usually get around？ 这是非常常见的说法 ，get around。那刚刚有提到啊 ，Laura， 我其实是不会开车的 ，I don't drive and I can't drive, so I mostly use public transport， 就是搭交通，就是大众运输。So I either take the bus, MRT, or walk to most places. 真的，我超爱走路。And some people like to cycle too. Cycle 就是骑脚踏车，不过我不会骑车，所以很赶的要去个地方，当然就是 I have to take the Uber or a taxi if I'm in a hurry. 那如果是回家，就比较悠闲一点啦，时间没有很赶，我当然就是喜欢走路，或者是去附近的，像是超商啊，或者是便利商店啊。I walk if I'm going to somewhere in my neighborhood. 好啦，接着我们来看一下今天 Word Power Word 我们学到什么呢？ Empty 这个形容词就是空的，相反词当然是满的呢，就是 full。像是你们知道吗？英文我们常常有一句话，就是 Is the glass half empty or half full？ 用来问说，杯子是半空还是半满？因为他们其实有说，就是表达悲观的人，他们可能会说，他们可能是半空。那如果是乐观主义的人，他们可能会看到是 half full， 就是杯子是半满。有没有很有趣呢？我们来看一下单字例句要怎么用 empty 这个字。I need to get more water. My bottle is empty. 我需要再装些水，我的瓶子空了。还有我们刚刚有提到 far 这个形容词就是遥远的，而它的相反词当然就是 near， 就是比较近一点的哦。像是 Is the station far away？ 火车站远吗？又或者是 He felt lonely and far from home， 意思就是他觉得孤单寂寞，远离家乡。我们来看一下课文例句的用法。The movie theater is so far from my house. I can't walk there. 电影院离我家好远哦，我没有办法走路到达。它可能是 Lucia 吧。我们来看一下 refuse 这个动词，就是拒绝，也就是 say no. For example, my friend wanted to borrow some money, but I refused. 真的好朋友说借钱，我都会说不哦，拒绝。或者呢，看一下单字例句。George refuses to eat bananas because he really hates the taste. George 拒绝吃香蕉，因为他非常讨厌香蕉的味道哦。最后我们看到是 exercise， 就是运动啦，它是一个名词哦。A good diet and plenty of exercise will help you to keep your body healthy. 没错，就是好的饮食以及很多的就是运动的话，就会让你的身体健康。看一下单词例句 Jake does exercise every day to stay strong. Jake 每天都会做运动来保持强壮。好，接下来我们就来看我们的 Magic Box。
Magic Box。
Hello， 大家好，我是艾赛。今天的 Magic Box 呢，要来介绍给大家几个实用的这个英文用法。那首先呢，我们先从 get 这个字的这个不同字义开始哦。那像是在今天的这个文章中呢 ，Lucia 就跟 Simon 说 ，You get some reusable bags， 表示的意思呢，就是你去拿一些环保购物袋哦。那这边的这个 get 作为一个动词呢，其实它就表示有取出这样的一个意思。那我们用这个意思呢来造一个例句式看看哦。比方像是 I want to get a cup of water right now. I'm thirsty， 就是指的意思是我现在想要喝一杯水，我非常渴哦。 那在今天文章中的最后呢 ，Simon 跟 Lucia 说呢 ，Get your shoes on, we are walking， 表示的意思是，穿上你的鞋，我们要用走路的。那这边的这个 get 其实就有穿啊，或者是带某样东西这样的一个意思。那它要搭配介系词 on。那其实脱掉呢，其实非常简单，就是 get off。像是呢 ，Why don't you get those wet clothes off? It's easy to catch a cold。表示的意思是，你怎么不脱掉那些就是湿湿的衣服啊？其实这样非常容易感冒。那除了本课使用的这两个字义之外呢，其实 get 它其实也有表示有得到或者是收到这样的一个意思。那我们来造一个例句式看看，比方像是 Jenny got a new job last month， 表示的意思呢就是 Jenny 在上个月她有了一个新工作。那再来今天我们来介绍看看今天的第二个 Magic Box， 要介绍给大家就是片语，就是 not at all。这个片语呢，它其实可以表示有一点也不这样的一个意思哦。那在今天这个文章中，就是 Simon 其实他就是不想要骑车，他想要走路嘛，所以他就对 Lucia 说呢 ，10 minutes isn't long at all， 表示的意思，10分钟根本其实一点也不久。那我们在使用这个 at all 的时候呢，其实我们通常都会把它用搭配的否定句或者是疑问句来一起做使用哦。像是呢，如果你最近身体状况其实蛮不好的，你就可以说 I haven't been feeling well at all recently。好啦，那今天这个 Magic Box 我们就到这边咯，希望你们都有学会今天的文法，我们下次见，拜拜。
Review time.
All right, we are back for a very quick review time. We had 4 new words today. Let's look at those one more time. Empty, far, refuse, exercise. So we are going to play a game of charades.
Okay.
We will be acting
so
out a word. I can tell you're ready. We will be acting out a word, and the other person will have to guess what word you are acting. No talking, nothing, just acting.
Okay.
Are you ready to go?
Yes.
You have one word prepared? Mm-hmm. Go. Exercise. Oh, damn. Refuse.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Is it my turn now?
Yeah. Empty.
Yes, there you go. All right, it's your turn. Exercise. And my turn.
Far.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that was easy. We're super good at this game.
Wherever you are. Sorry, I just want to sing Titanic.
Okay. Keep going.
Okay, no, we're done for the day.
No, we are done for today,
Yeah.
but Lucia and Simon are not done. They're going to be fighting all the way to the
And I want to go
supermarket.
grocery shopping, so come on.
Yeah, that's true.
Time is money.
Okay, are you going to walk or ride?
Walk, of
Yay,
course.
good for you. We'll be back tomorrow with more from Simon and Lucia shopping and walking and riding and doing stuff. We'll see you then. Bye.
Culture shock. Walk or ride. A big trip to the supermarket. Warm-up question. How do you feel about walking? Do you enjoy walking? Why or why not?
The cupboards are empty. We need to go shopping, Simon.
We just went shopping 2 days ago.
You get some reusable bags. I'll get the helmets.
Helmets? Why? Are we riding to Taoyuan?
No, silly. We'll ride to the supermarket down the road.
It's a 10-minute walk away, Lucia. Don't be so lazy.
That's really far. Let's jump on the scooter. We can be there in 3 minutes.
I refuse. Walking is good exercise. 10 minutes isn't long at all.
It's really long, Simon. Time is money.
Get your shoes on. We're walking.
Word power.
Empty. Empty. I need to get more water. My bottle is empty. I need to get more water. My bottle is empty. Far. Far. The movie theater is so far from my house. I can't walk there.
The movie theater is so far from my house. I can't walk there. Refuse. Refuse. George refuses to eat bananas because he really hates the taste. George refuses to eat bananas because he really hates the taste. Exercise. Exercise. Jake does exercise every day to stay strong. Jake does exercise every day to stay strong.
认识字汇
Cupboard. Cupboard. Reusable. Reusable. Helmet. Helmet. Humph. Humph.